What's up, guys?
No.
This is Kevin Lindsay from the Opinionated Geeks. We are here tonight, episode 12. Here's our co-host, Timothy Brownlee. Say hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Tommy Holiday. Say hi, Tommy.
Hi, Tim.
I said hi, Tommy.
Hi, Tim.
That's my name.
I'm Tim.
Hi, Tommy.
Hi. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tommy.
Oh my God! And Joshua Stockett.
Kevin, why don't we put up with these guys?
I don't know. I really don't know. And I am one of your co-hosts, Lindsay. You're no Adam West. Stuffing things, baby. Stop it. Stop it. Don't make me do it, Tommy. Don't make me do it.
He's got the
You
gun,
ain't gonna
guys.
do nothing. You
Hey.
ain't gonna do nothing.
Tommy.
He's got it sideways.
No.
He's got it sideways.
Don't turn it.
That's fantastic. Oh, gosh. All right. So,
Hear me?
yeah. So, if
Daryl.
it was Shane, it would scare me more. If it was Shane, it would scare me more.
Merle, whatever.
Merle.
Merle. Merle.
Carl.
Carl. Carl. Carl.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Opinionated Geeks. My name is Tommy Holiday, and today we will be discussing Marvel. No?
No freeze frame, Tommy. No.
Oh my God.
You're fired.
We will be
Tommy.
discussing Marvel Comics. Not Marvel Comics.
I
I'm
just
sorry.
said that.
we will be discussing the Marvel Universe. And since we discussed DC and we had all that mediocrity last week, we actually get to discuss good movies other than Wonder Woman. Like, we get to talk about good stuff just besides Wonder Woman. Can you believe it?
Oh, thank you, God.
So,
Marvel.
Question: have any of y'all now gone and seen Wonder Woman, or am I still the only one?
You're still the only one.
You're still the
the only one.
I haven't gone to see it just yet. I will, though. It's on
I
my
work
poor.
so
I'm
much.
poor.
I can't drive.
I do too.
I've been stuck in a monsoon, and I'm going to
There's a better excuse. Tommy can't drive. He has a true excuse.
And I've also spent $1,100 in the past week. So
Yeah.
Why?
He's trying to go see the
Don't worry about it.
Falcons and the Patriots play.
He watches this channel.
Who?
No one watches this channel.
Exactly. I thought no one watched them.
No one watches us.
You're going to see the Patriots. Okay.
Do you want me to edit that out, Tommy?
Can we just restart this?
Nope.
We're not that far in. Please.
No.
Nope.
No.
And
No.
You're going to see the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons with your dad.
Yes.
I thought you said Patriots. Oh well.
No.
That's
No.
No, the Green Bay Packers. We are taking a road trip
Packers.
to see the Green Bay Packers and Atlanta Falcons.
Very nice. Very nice.
So anyway, since we're off chasing rabbits, thank you for spoiling that. Hopefully my wife doesn't find out, but she doesn't watch this channel, so it's okay.
No one watches this
anyway.
channel.
Anyway, let's get started. Marvel movies in general and Marvel TV shows. Marvel has kind of set the bar for great movies and great superhero movies. We had the Tim Burton Batman movies, but they were really comic booky and things like that, and just really, I don't know. For me, I can't take the Batman movies like serious. You know, it's not like I'm on the edge of my seat. But in 2008, was it 2008? We got to see the Marvel Universe really start off. Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. started this off, and
that's false. That's
False.
Wait
Wait a second.
I'm sorry.
Wait a second. Did he really just say that? What I thought he said?
The Incredible Hulk started this off.
All
Nope.
right.
Is Is it time? Is it time?
No, it's not time yet. Not time yet.
It's not time.
No.
Anyway,
Hulk didn't start it off.
Hulk started it off.
yeah,
They
The
tried.
Incredible Hulk, my
Believe
bad.
me, they were horrible Hulk.
The Incredible
movies.
Hulk didn't start it off because The Incredible Hulk was the second Hulk movie. Hulk by Ang Lee may have
The
come out
Hulk.
first,
Okay,
but it was not.
the
It was
Incredible
not
Hulk
part.
started the MCU.
No, but there's one movie.
That's when it started to take off.
That's when it started to take off. But there was a movie before it.
Hulk, and it sucked.
Hulk. We don't even talk about
But
that.
yeah, Ang Lee's Hulk was never part of the MCU.
MCU. The Incredible Hulk started the
Nope.
MCU. It's what really made Marvel movies what they are today.
Mm-mm. There was one movie before the Incredible Hulk.
What was it? What was it?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us.
Iron Man. Iron Man was before Incredible Hulk.
One. All right, we can go ahead and do
Wait
this.
a minute. Was Iron Man?
Yes.
No, I'm going
You
to
wanna
the
look it up?
internet. I'm going to the
I
internet.
can tell you. List of Marvel Cinema. I want to hear. Iron Man came out in May 2008. Incredible Hulk came out June 2008. Iron Man came first.
Now,
By a
Yeah,
month.
wait,
because
hang
at
on.
the end of the Incredible Hulk, Robert Downey Jr. sits next to him at the bar, right?
Exactly. As Iron Man. He's
As
Tony
Iron
Stark.
Man.
Back from the desert. Iron Man came first.
You were
Yeah,
right, but you were
you're
wrong.
right.
You were right in the fact that it came out first, but you were wrong in the fact of when it came out. It came out in April, late April, when The Incredible Hulk came out just over a month later. In
I'm looking
June.
at U.S. release date of May 2nd, 2008.
I'm looking at a
He's right.
U.S. release.
He's right. He's right. I
wait.
remember this.
Uh,
I remember this.
No, it was released internationally. Okay, so we were both right.
Tommy, you were an infant when this stuff happened. So
All right, so
I just don't know how to read.
Everyone
You're
ready?
a child.
Tim,
Huh?
you ready?
Right,
Tommy,
let's
you
do
ready?
it. Let's do it.
It's-
Ready?
Yes.
It's time.
Da 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 da.
If I was a good person, listen to me. If I was a good or if I was a horrible person, okay, if I was a horrible person, you know what I would do right now? I would drive to Hattiesburg, I would drive to the coast, and I would drive all the way up to Maylene, Alabama, and I would set you all on fire.
Look, Kevin, I even have a little drawing.
He even drew something.
I even
He
have a
even
little
drew
drawing,
it.
and it says, "Hi, I'm Iron Man."
And I
He
suck.
really sucks.
And he's blasting off. These look like these.
I'm gonna keep
these
it
look like little
PG.
farts.
Tommy,
These
I'm gonna
look like-
keep it PG.
these-
I'm gonna keep it PG. But you better stop while you're ahead.
look,
The
he's
next time I
blasting
see
off.
you.
But these also look like farts. Get it? Because
The
he
next
stinks.
time I see you, Tommy. The next time I see you, I will set you on fire, Tommy.
Oh, for the record, that was the whole sign thing was my idea.
Yes, Tim, because
Yeah, but
we
the
discussed this
drawing-
before pre-show.
You all
Yes.
suck.
I'm a grade a-hole.
Without
No, we didn't say
Iron Man, without Iron Man, y'all would be nothing.
This is
There
true.
would not be an opinionated geeks without Iron Man.
I have a Hulk ball. Thank you.
I have a Captain America fidget spinner.
I have one of those too.
Yeah, I know. I got it. I couldn't put yours down whenever we were doing
Yeah.
our gaming session.
I've got a Transformer shirt. What's your deal about the Hulk Bowl?
I got a Transformer shirt.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
There too. Wait.
We're all Loot Crate subscribers except for Kevin.
Where you at, Kevin? Where you at, Kevin? Where you
So about that. So yeah, I went to cancel mine, and it seems that I canceled mine like the day after the subscription renewed itself. So I have 3 more coming. Or actually 2 more now because I got mine today.
We're getting through August, so that's awesome.
Yep.
All right, so I think we might want to get into the actual,
Actual show.
now that we've gotten the debate out of the way. Oh
right.
my god!
Getting back to the topic at hand. All right, Kevin, we're going to get back on topic. You stop
Okay.
need to kill Tommy now.
Okay, so we're getting back
Gotta
on topic.
kill all of
So,
us.
like we mentioned earlier, DC movies, Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Woo! And so since we
But-
talked about the meh last week, we're talking about the woo this week.
And I do want to go one thing on all the movies is that I did a list last Friday. I took all the ratings of all the movies in each cinematic universe there is out there for the comics and all that. And I have the breakdown of which one's the best and which one's the worst. At the bottom are the Fantastic Four movies.
Yeah.
And that's all three movies they have, and
They were all abysmal.
they're all abysmal
They were terrible.
together. Even though only the first two are connected, I added in the third one just because it's the same name. The three of those together only manage a 31% rating.
Ugh, nasty.
The original, then the next is the original four Batman movies, the two Tim Burtons and the two Joel Schumacher, since they're all the same continuity.
Yeah, we don't talk about the Dark World though.
Those come in at 52%.
Oh, because the first Thor
The
was
first
all
two-
right.
No, the first two Batmans were
Yeah.
better than the last two.
Yeah.
Then we have the original 5 Superman movies, the 4 Christopher Reeves and the 1 Brandon Roth, because the Brandon Roth is connected to the Christopher Reeves.
It
Those-
was connected to the leg, but
Those come in at 56% rating. The DCEU, as it stands right now, the 4 movies in it come out to a 60% rating. Yes, you can think, and that's because Wonder Woman helps out a lot.
oh yeah.
Then, Spider-Man movies. The 3 Sam Raimis and the 2 Amazing Spider-Mans. The 4 of those together equal a 71% rating.
Okay, wait. I have a question about the Amazing Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
They had all the way up to 4 planned, but now Garfield's not there, so are they just gonna scratch?
Yeah, it's scrapped.
Okay.
It's scrapped. That's why we're getting Tom Holland as Spider-Man now.
No, the best one yet.
Right.
Sorry.
I'm actually really excited about Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Spider-Man had a 71% rating.
Yeah, and to kind of go, I have a little something that kind of does a little compare and contrast with DC and Marvel, but you can go on with
Yeah.
that.
So then at number 3 is the X-Men movies. They come in at 76%.
All of them?
All of them. That's going from X-Men 1, 2, 3, First Class, Deadpool, all the Logan movies, Age of Apocalypse, and Days of Future Past. All of
Okay.
those, because all of those are in the same. All the X-Men movies are
All
in the
the
same
same-
continuity,
Yeah.
and Deadpool is in the X-Men universe as well.
Now tell me what out of that 71%, where do you
76.
think they out of that 76%, where do you think they get their biggest boost from? Because we all know a couple of those X-Men movies, Logan and Deadpool. I think is where they get that from.
Yeah, those help out a lot because, like I said, they're only coming in at 76.
X-Men messed themselves up with the 2 timelines that they have. I don't know.
It's the way they
What they're
started
doing
altering the timeline. They kind of started messing themselves up. All right.
Well, blame Fox for that.
Then at number 2,
We can blame Fox for a lot.
Yeah.
At number 2 is the MCU.
Okay.
Is the Marvel Cinematic Universe only in at number 2 with an 83%.
That's still quite impressive.
Yes.
Thor: The Dark World
I mean-
does a lot of damage to that.
Thor did some damage.
Iron Man 2.
Incredible Hulk.
Incredible Hulk did the most damage because Incredible Hulk was the lowest one at 69. If you remove Incredible Hulk, actually I would even say Incredible Hulk does too much damage because even removing it from the lineup, the MCU would only go up to 84%. So
Well, actually, I'm down here. If you can't see me, I'm on my computer. It's on the floor. According to Rotten Tomatoes, the Incredible Hulk has a higher rating than Thor: The Dark World, 67 to 66 respectively.
but at number 1 is the Dark Knight trilogy.
Yeah.
91%.
Pulling some stats here for you.
Oh, one other thing is, what's funny is, as I mentioned, I went through and actually removed the lowest scores for everything. There wasn't much movement, but the only thing that remained the same was The Dark Knight.
As a matter of fact, if you did
like I said, it stayed at 91%, even removing its lowest one, which I think was
Probably The Dark Knight Rises.
Actually, it was Dark Knight Rises and Batman Begins both had the same score. So removing it, when combined with The Dark Knight, made it the same score, regardless.
Oh, if it weren't for Heath Ledger, The Dark Knight would not be as good.
No. Well, let's. I got a little compare and contrast for you here. As far as like a Marvel and DC comparison, as far as highest grossing, the Avengers outdid The Dark Knight. Avengers was like 609 million, roughly, and The Dark Knight was they just outdistanced The Dark Knight because Dark Knight pulled in like 595,742,300. So it wasn't that bad. However, biggest opening weekend goes to the Avengers as well. 207 mil versus 160 mil. However, the biggest superhero franchise goes to Batman. They obliterate, damn near obliterate Spider-Man. Right. So
now, what's gonna take the MCU? What's gonna take the MCU above and beyond is Infinity War.
Has to,
because according to Scarlett Johansson, there's one scene in the movie that has 32 Marvel superheroes in it at the same time.
You have to, because that's pretty much where Marvel pulls out all the stops with superheroes.
And just talking about the universe, we know Thor isn't going to pull that much. That's why they've combined Thor and the Hulk. We
Ragnarok.
Right. We understand that. Guardians has surprised a lot of folks, I think, because
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Because people I don't think are as familiar with Guardians, like as they would be with Captain America, Iron Man. So, but I think people love it, and I think it's partly because of Chris Pratt.
Well,
I think
a lot of it has to do with Chris Pratt, that Groot guy, and the fact that they actually tell a really good story.
That Groot guy.
That Groot guy, the little baby cute Groot thing. That guy, he's money. Groot is money, people. Dollar signs everywhere. Make it rain. Baby Groot everywhere. Just make it rain, Disney. Make it rain.
But here's one thing that I noticed whenever I was looking at all the Marvel movies, and I'm just kind of scrolling just to double check myself. There is not a bad Marvel movie. Like we rag on the Dark World and the Hulk,
but even they 71 are so much better.
71% for the Incredible Hulk, 77% for the Dark World. Iron Man 2 had 72%. Thor had 76. Captain America had 74%. There's not one under 70%. That's a solid C grade. So if you look at these movies, stark contrast to Marvel and DC, and we can make fun of DC all we want. Dark Knight series, that's not even really part of the DCEU, right? It's not. It's just DC.
The first movie in the DCEU was Man of Steel.
Right.
Like I said, Dark Knight, the original 4 Batman, the original Superman movies. I'll put it this way: even the worst, what the DCEU should be really thankful of, and that the ratings are even lower, is that the abomination that is Green Lantern is not part of the DCEU.
No.
Right. Like
it stands alone by itself outside of the DCEU because they would just lower them even further.
Right. Like that almost ruined Ryan Reynolds' career. like his acting.
Oh
career.
yeah, oh yeah, and I
That
love
almost
the pot
ruined it.
shots. Love the pot shots he takes at that, on all that. Love it. It was great.
Like, I would take shots at it too. It nearly
Don't make the
ruined.
super suit green or animated.
It nearly ruined one of my favorite actors' career. Like,
Yeah, agreed.
But if you look going down the line, and I choose Marvel movie that comes out, I'm just a Marvel fanatic. The Incredible Hulk would probably be at the bottom of my list. I think it would have been a whole lot better if we would have gotten Mark Ruffalo in that movie. He come on later, obviously. Thor: The Dark World, I've watched it. It's there with the Incredible Hulk. Tommy disagrees with Iron Man 2. I like it. It was solid. It obviously wasn't the best of the three Iron Man movies. But just talking about, I remember this vividly. The Avengers, whenever it premiered in 2012, I remember just going opening weekend in the theaters, and it was amazing for me as a nerd and a geek to go in there, and me and Rachel sat down in there and just see all of these superheroes in the movie, like just where they do the pan down and they're in their superhero poses, waiting for the crap to go down. Like, it was something fresh, like it was something that we haven't seen. A good superhero movie, like, and this, what we thought, or at least I thought at the time, because I wasn't just Googling everything, but the culmination of all of these heroes getting together, and then at the end you see Thanos. What have you got, Tim?
I am a god, you dull creature. I will not be bullied by.
Here you go. But even now,
that was where the whole theater lost their crap. Right there when he did that.
The best thing is that, like, you
their
could barely.
crap.
It was like puny god. That's it. That's all he says.
Well, everyone was too, like, I didn't even hear that the first time because the whole theater was like losing their crap.
I'm not gonna lie. In that movie, that's not my favorite Hulk scene. My favorite Hulk scene is when they're standing all around and Cap's giving orders and he goes, Hulk, smash.
Nah,
my second favorite part is when he's standing next to Thor and he just punches him off.
Yes, I was going to say, that was my favorite part.
He just they just sit there and just do this epic thing, and then I was just walking off, and Hulk's just like, "Grr."
Like, there's so many iconic moments in the first Avengers movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's when they're in the plane and Thor grabs Loki and takes him out of the plane, and I believe it's Black Widow is piloting the plane. She's like, they're gods, and Captain America's like, say exactly. He's like,
there's only one God, ma'am, and he sure doesn't dress like that.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and then he like zooms off in the plane, out of the plane.
Yeah,
and then you have man bringing the Chitauri around the corner. He's like, I'm bringing the party to you, and then all of a sudden he comes around the corner and this monster, huge monster. One knock that I think is on the Avengers, and actually Brad pointed this out, is there wasn't a point in time where you think that the Avengers are going to lose.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, if there's a
they fixed that in the second one.
Right.
They fixed that in the second Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Because I felt like, oh God, is Ultron like too? Like,
Ultron,
I knew they were going to win
thought of
because
everything.
good guys. Like, I knew they were going to win. Good guys always win, except for some parts in the comics, but we're not getting into that. But like, also part of me was like, oh God, what?
Yeah, when the whole city
had to
lifts
catch a
up.
bullet.
Which means
Right, and Ultron's just too powerful for him, and he has all his little minions running out.
Dude, that was a good movie. I loved Age of Ultron.
Hopefully they'll do Infinity War right then, and have it look like.
And one of the things,
Infinity War, they'll have Thanos do the right thing at the end.
Yeah, but one of the things you got to love about MCU is that every single guy is so wonderfully cast. Like
Yeah.
you have
Oh,
some
yes.
exceptions with Ryan Reynolds and Deadpool, but that's an obvious given. But like Chris Hemsworth is Thor, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man, Chris Pine as literally freaking like a Captain America.
Chris Evans?
Chris Evans. I'm sorry, I like the
Chris
name
Evans.
just slipped my mind. It's like,
Chris Pine is Captain Kirk.
I know. I
Oh,
got my
apparently
captain
you
screwed
don't.
up. I got my captain screwed up. Forgive me.
You got your Chris's mixed up.
But
that too. Chris is
you
captain.
couldn't ask for a better Iron Man, really. Because tell me somebody who could pull off the line in Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Tony Stark was meant to be Robert Downey Jr.
Yes.
Right, but tell me someone who can pull off the line in Age of Ultron when I can't remember. I think Black Widow cusses or something, and Cap says language. And tell me someone who can pull off the line. Are we just gonna ignore that Cap just said language? Tell me someone who can pull off those few words.
Yeah. And then the rest of the movie, Cap he's just cussing the whole time, and like Fury comes out, you kiss your mama with that mouth.
I think one thing that really makes Robert Downey Jr. so perfect for the role as Tony Stark is
They have similar personalities.
It's that, but also given Tony had his dark demons in the comics.
Mm-hmm. Very similar to Robert Downey
Robert
Jr.'s.
Downey Jr. had very similar dark demons in his own past. And it's kind of like it fits so well that he just knew from experience of if they ever went down that road for it, he could do it perfectly.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I loved it. Like if you knew the Iron Man story and then you saw RDJ, it made sense. Everything about this made sense. Like seeing Chris Evans as Steve Rogers, though, for me, that was where it took him a few times to get the Hulk right, but everything else after that, every other Avenger that they handpicked was just you can't imagine anyone else playing it.
And even now, with Civil War, Rachel absolutely fell in love with Black Panther. And I was like, man, like it made me interested in Black Panther, and I can't wait to see the movie. And she can't either. Like she's a big Spider-Man fan, but she's excited for Black Panther now.
Biggest surprise casting in the MCU for me was Paul Rudd as Ant-Man.
And to me, he's perfect for Ant-Man.
Right, but when I heard that, I was like, this is the same guy who played Michael in Friends. Like,
Brian Fantana.
Brian Fantana.
Right.
Yeah.
Brian Fantana. Oh, my favorite movie. How'd I forget?
But and I have to be biased because he's also a big Kansas City he's from Kansas City, and yeah, I love that guy. Like I Jones whenever I saw him. Yeah, I was
you guys could take a guess at my favorite casting. Let's go nuts.
Talking about Tom Holland as Spider-Man?
Yeah. Look at this. First off, never taking this out of the box for his head bubble.
I actually like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man too. I thought he did a very good job as Spider-Man.
Except for Spider-Man 3 and the whole.
We don't talk about Spider-Man 3. We don't talk about Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, but he's better than Garfield. I'll say he's better than Andrew Garfield. But I
didn't like Andrew Garfield at all.
I'm so excited for Tom Holland to get his own movie because he's actually young. He's like in his early 20s at the latest.
Well, yeah. That's the thing. They do great casting, which I'm surprised that Rachel doesn't like Tom Holland that much as Spider-Man, but she also loves Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. You know, like
they're very similar actors.
She's the only one that I know that can really sit through Spider-Man 3. Like, and she hates the character that he becomes. Like, she hates the character that he becomes, but she loves Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man. You know,
the only way I can sit through Spider-Man 3 is when I remember that Eddie Brock is Eric from that '70s show, and then I just connect the two shows in my brain, and I'm not even watching that movie. I've just made my own. Just Eddie Brock sitting there with the guys in the basement.
I love Topher Grace. And I like Topher Grace. He's such an underrated actor.
That movie ruined him, man.
It did. You ain't seen him since.
And I hate that because it's not his fault. And I hate that for actors who are stuck in these terrible movies and they have no career after them, but it's not their fault.
Can we just make a comment that the last
almost happened to Ryan Reynolds?
Can we make the comment that the last two Spider-Men have been British.
Yes, they have.
But British
And
actors
Andrew
are consuming
Garfield?
American mainstream.
I mean, in truth, actually, Andrew Garfield was actually he was born in L.A. but grew up and was raised in Britain, United Kingdom. But yeah, so he's more like he's mostly thought of as a British actor. But yeah, both British.
Didn't know Tom
Like,
Holland was British till like 2 weeks ago. Just gonna say
God
that.
save the Queen and may she live forever.
but I mean, just the casting and things, uh, and just the critic. If we can critic the movies, obviously we discussed it. Thor: The Dark World, The Incredible Hulk. The Incredible Hulk's
Iron
not a
Man
bad
2.
movie in my opinion. Yeah, Tommy's not a fan of Iron Man 2. He didn't do as well either, but we look at these movies and they're so well connected. Every movie advances the story. It's what DC. I hate to say it, but it's what DC should look to and say, okay, we need to just take a taste of humble pie here, and we need to do the Marvel approach and build our characters up. And I think they're doing it with Wonder Woman, but if you go through and man, if you look through, I cannot wait. War, like I cannot wait. And spoiler alert: if you haven't seen the news, Chris Evans has only signed up for 2 more movies, so
they're going to start
something's
training.
going to happen.
Well,
something's going to happen, folks.
I think it's about time they killed off Steve Rogers as Captain America.
So then,
That's just
then the question is, if they do that, do they go with like they did in the comics originally, and have Bucky Barnes
That's
take
what
it
I
up?
say they do.
But the thing is, problem in the comics is Bucky was only captain for a short while before they brought back Steve Rogers because Bucky's comics as Steve are as Captain America bombed. They had to bring back Steve. Or do they go the other route and have Falcon take over and become Captain America?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Ooh,
Here's my. Go ahead, Tommy. Go ahead.
The actor for Bucky, I feel like would make a better Cap than the one for Falcon. The Falcon.
Oh, I love Sebastian Stan.
What?
I love Sebastian. He's perfect.
Right.
I just wish he'd be back on Once Upon a Time.
I just feel like it'd be a better fit, casting and movie wise, for Bucky to take over. Though in the comics he only took over for a short period of time. But from a movie watcher standpoint, it'd be better to see Bucky take over than Sam.
Yeah, because it would allow him to redeem. It would allow him to redeem himself in the eyes of the public in that universe.
Right.
Right now, they're not too favorable of him for his actions or proposed actions.
In Civil War, when
So
here's my theory on this. My theory is that Infinity War 1. Okay, Infinity, because this is going to be split in 2 parts. Have they decided? Have they decided that they're going to make it one movie? Or?
It's 2 parts, but it's just not going to be Infinity War Part 1 and Infinity War Part 2. It's the first one's going to be Infinity War, and then the second one, which is going to be an Avengers-esque movie, is going to be titled something else, but it is going to be the second part of the Infinity War.
Because if they do it one movie, that would be two.
It would have to be to do it right as one movie. You'd be in the movie theater for 4 hours watching this thing.
I'd be down.
Right.
Though.
I would love it.
Yeah, I would.
I mean, but
you'd have to take like an hour intermission for lunch.
Yeah.
Here's my thought. Here's my theory. At the end of Infinity War, we're going to see the comic book scene. And I'm not going to spoil it. We all know it. At the end of Infinity War, when they think it's won, we're going to see the comic book scene. And then in Infinity War 2, there's going to be an absence of Steve Rogers, and closing in, Tony Stark is going to be in a crap ton of hurt, and you're going to see the shield or something is going to happen, and then you're going to pan up, and it's going to be, but it's going to be Bucky. That's my theory.
What I'm
I
very
just hope
excited to
that-
see.
The what?
Go ahead, JC.
I hope that, I want them to do as close to the comics as they can as well, in that I won't, once Thanos gets that gauntlet and he gets all the stones, that he's all power crazy, because he's trying to court death and get her to fall in love with him. And I hope that the reason that they have at one point 32 people on screen is that Thanos shows the true power of them. And with one, it ain't going to be pretty when that happens.
What I'm most excited for in regards to Infinity War is how they reconnect everybody. Because, in the events of Civil War, Cap and Iron Man are, split apart. And basically the Avengers are split down the middle. So I'm very excited to see if they're going to get like a Batman versus Superman approach whenever they hate each other, but then Darkseid comes in and they have to join together. So they do the same thing with Thanos. Or is there like a third party who is part of them?
Just
maybe
give
like
me a
Thor or
Star-Lord,
somebody.
Captain America stand down.
Well, if you remember correctly, at the end of Civil War, even though all of them are in prison,
Right.
it's Steve Rogers has found them. Steve found them because Tony told him where to go. So they have, for instance, patched things up to some degree for Tony to go, hey, your guys are here, go get them. Even though it's not said that that's what Tony had, that's what happened. Is Tony goes, your guys are here, go get them, break them out. I'm not going to stop you.
And then Captain America sends him the cell phone. Is like, hey, if you ever need me, I'm here.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think there'll be some tension. There's going to be comedic relief. I think is what you're going to see. There's going to be tension, but there's going to be comedic relief here, where you have them like join back up. I don't think that's going to be a major deal because Thanos is going to get his hands on the glove, and he's going to get all the things. He's going to be wanting to destroy the world. So they're not going to be worried about, oh, you put me in prison, like that. They're going
to have bigger fish to fry.
The bigger question is, how are they going to work in the Guardians? That's the bigger question of how do they bring in the Guardians?
They want the stone. That's how. I think it's simple as that. The Collector loses the stone, and they are sent to go get the stone, and the stone is on Earth. And I think that's how. You
got to remember that the Collector has one, but so does the Nova Corps. Which one are they truly after? I'm thinking they're more after the one that the Nova Corps had that gets lost. Because the Guardians are the ones who gave the Nova Corps that stone to begin with to protect. So I'm pretty sure the Nova Corps is going to be like, you need to go get this stone back. Take them back to Earth.
I'm just
really will the Collector, do you think the Collector will die? Thanos just kills the Collector?
I think the Collector's going to try and stop him, but Thanos being who he is just going to easily take him out.
Right. So
as long as we see Howard the Duck again in the new form he is, I'm fine. Because I like Seth Green as Howard the Duck.
So Howard the Duck, yes, please give me more.
Kevin,
go ahead, Tommy.
Okay. My biggest question of incorporation, because JC's like, hey, Guardians, how do they incorporate them? How do they incorporate Doctor Strange? Because that's such like you didn't even, if I remember correctly, you didn't get any reference to the Avengers or any other Marvel.
The end of it,
anything in Doctor Strange.
They have,
because you see Thor.
They have mentioned. Thor. Well, you also think, they're talking about. Doctor Strange has been mentioned to some degree. Has been a passing reference.
What movie was that?
That I can't remember.
But they say Stephen Strange, and I remember. And the only other connection I could think is the Eye of Agamotto, the Time Stone. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that for most of it, it's going to be kind of like with the Guardians. But I mean, it's true that the Guardians are their own out there. No one even knows they exist. While Thor and Doctor Strange, they're in the same time frame as of right now.
right,
Like I said, if you actually,
I feel like
goes back to Guardians is I think Guardians 1 was set in the year it came out was what 2014.
yes.
So Guardians 1 is set in 2014. Guardians 2, even though it just came out this year, it's set only a few months past Guardians 1. So it's still 2014 there. So it's going to be how do you incorporate them into this current time of 2018 by this time for them? Because all the other movies are current as of date, as of the same year, except for Guardians.
I feel like
Yeah.
we might get our questions answered in Thor Ragnarok at the end.
Yeah, I think so
Right.
too.
If not there, then Black Panther, because Black Panther will be the last movie before Infinity War.
Infinity War. Yep.
Speaking of
And Ant-Man 2.
and the Ant-Man
Right.
and the Wasp,
It comes out first?
I think.
Says on Rotten Tomatoes it says 2018.
No. It goes Spider-Man: Homecoming, Thor: Ragnarok, Black Panther, New Mutants, Infinity War Part 1, whatever, Deadpool 2, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Venom, Dark
Okay.
Phoenix, a new
Well,
Spider-Man.
we'll talk
yada,
MC.
yada,
Some of
yada,
those
yada.
are not MC. But no, so yeah, Black Panther
Right.
will be the last MCU movie before Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
As much as we rip on the Thor movies, because as a whole, the Thor movies in the MCU probably the worst with more than one movie in it.
Yeah.
But as much as we rip on those, if it weren't for the two we have, we wouldn't even know where two
Infinity Stone.
Infinity Stones are. And the third one in Thor Ragnarok, because of Hela. She has the power to control people's souls. That's the only stone we're missing. Goes on with the Thanos theory.
Well, we don't know if that's. Well, there's. Himdall is thought to be, given it the color of his eyes, it's thought to be that he has a stone because the stone's orange. His eyes are orange. He can see every living soul in every universe there is over there. So he thought he has the stone. So again, we know more likely the stone's going to be brought up there in some degree, but where it's at exactly, we don't know.
I feel like it's Hela. It goes. I mean, Heimdall goes with it too, but it just fits more to me for a villain to have it than Heimdall. But the Thanos theory, have y'all heard of the Thanos theory? Yeah.
You mean Time Stone, T for the T and Thanos is for time.
No, the T of Thanos is for Tesseract, where the Space Stone is found.
Yeah.
A is Aether, Reality Stone. I'm sorry, I was. Yeah, A is for Amulet. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
that's the H. H in there. H could be Hela or Heimdall.
Heimdall.
So
it's
gonna be. It's 50. It's 6 one way, half a dozen another, and until the movie hits, we don't know.
I think
one thing we do know is Vision is going to die.
Yes,
because Thanos is going to pull that freaking stone out of his head.
Yes, as soon as it got implanted in there in Age of Ultron, I was like, well, he's going to die. He's going to die a very painful death. And if this was anything but Disney Marvel, this was Fox Marvel, they would make Fox Marvel would make that gruesome. They would show Thanos ripping in there and pulling the stone out. It would be rated R.
It will be.
But
awesome
this is Disney, so this is gonna be Disney. So it's gonna be kind of like it may be.
It'll be quick and he'll scream a little bit, but it'll be like God. And that's
it's not gonna be graphic.
Yeah.
Which I mean, how graphic can you get because he's not a human? Like,
true.
He can bleed.
How graphic can you get?
He can bleed.
Can Vision bleed?
He has synthetic blood.
He can bleed. That's all you need.
Well, his
Just,
transmission fluid is going to fly out.
Just saying. Can we just, on the topic of Vision right quick, can we comment on two things? One, Paul Bettany's transfer from the voice actor of Jarvis to Vision.
Oh,
That's phenomenal.
Yes.
I agree.
I like the casting there. He is perfect as Vision.
Because he's British, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Of course he is.
Of
Have you not
course.
listened to his voice?
All the great actors for us of this day and age are British.
Yeah.
I knew he wasn't American. I wasn't asking if he was American. I just didn't know which European country he was. I'm from America. I don't speak that fish and chips language they speak over there.
God save the Queen.
It makes you live forever.
Here's the thing. Will we get Jarvis back?
That's what I really wanted. I think that should be the second question.
Is this
I
the
think
end of
we
Paul
have
Bettany?
Friday. I think we're getting stuck with Friday.
Thank you.
You think we're getting stuck with Friday? So
yeah.
Okay. Let's kind of close up the cinematic universe real quick. And I'm going to ask this question. And I waited to do it because I want to know y'all's opinions. Who dies? This is theory. This is no spoiler alerts, people. I want everybody whose opinion in Infinity War, who dies?
At least half of them.
Yeah. Which ones?
That's
16 people die.
At least. Well, the reason I say that is because, again, I did say, okay, spoiler alert. In the comics, like I said, Thanos, snap of his fingers, half the universe dies just by that alone. That's not even. Like I said, it's just half. It just says half the universe is dead with snap of his fingers.
But you have the X-Men in that universe, right?
Yeah, and part of them died. So I mean, that's what I would have loved. This would have been the perfect movie for Fox to get off their high horse and work together with the Marvel MCU. Bring the X-Men over, and all you don't even have to have them really in there for long. You can have them be part of the stuff that dies when Thanos snaps his fingers, and that's all you show.
So
that's really
specific
hard.
character. Okay, let's go with the original Avengers.
All right.
Hulk. Do you think Hulk dies?
Hulk won't die.
No.
I'll go base that off the comics as well. Thanos has respect for the Hulk in the comics because Hulk is about the only one who can go toe to toe with him, and so Thanos respects him enough.
So Hulk lives
and
Hulk lives.
Thor. I'll name them all.
I think he dies.
Thor lives.
I would like to see him. I wouldn't mind seeing him die, and then finding a way to work in Beta Ray Billy somehow.
Thor lives. I feel like they have more.
I'm gonna say Thor dies. So we have 3 Thor dies. Tommy's optimistic. Says he lives. Okay, Black Widow
dies.
Well, I think she'll live. Oh, it all depends on in the first. If we're going off the first movie, I say she'll die in the first one, but come back in the second one by the end.
So you think she'll come back? I think
she dies.
Yes, because it all comes back to how in the comics how it ended there.
I think she dies.
I haven't read the comics, so I don't know. Or I haven't. It's been like forever. It's been forever.
She doesn't really have a high regard for her own life, and she'd much rather give up hers to save somebody else's. So I feel like she's gonna die a hero's death.
There's talk, given the success of there's renewed talk for the MCU that given the success of Wonder Woman that there may be a standalone Black Widow movie coming.
There's not enough there to make a standalone, in my opinion.
There's not, but that's never stopped.
Johansson is enough.
That's never stopped production companies before.
Right, but Marvel holds themselves to such a high standard, and they should, at least we as fans hold them to such a high standard. And you have her Russian backstory and how she got in and everything, but other than that, I liked it. I like the whole drop hints because that's what Black Widow is. She's more mysterious than anything else. So, I just
So,
like the how they drop
dies.
subtle hints. But she dies.
Dies. Bay lives. Bay will live. Tim, do you think she's dead?
Who?
Black Widow.
I think she dies. I think she
So
dies.
2 live, 2 dies. We're split. Okay.
Hawkeye
Hawkeye, yeah.
He
Hawkeye
dies.
lives or dies.
He dies.
dies.
He lives because he didn't get part of it to begin with. I feel like he's not going to be in it. That's just me. I feel like he's going to be alive just because he stayed out of it. He has a family to take care of. He can't go around some god with stones to kill the universe.
He's bound to Shield. He's
my-
gonna do it. It's his duty. He's gonna be in there. He's gonna be in the thick of it, and he's gonna die. It's gonna be epic.
That's
He's gonna die.
That's my thing. Unless Disney wants to pull out the emotions, he has a family and they've shown his family. Like, unless they want to pull out the emotions, I think he lives.
Well,
Now,
actually,
I can see.
I will see this. I could see him dying, Romanov living, and then her telling the family.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was legit about to say that. Black Widow lives. Hawkeye
Great
dies,
minds.
and she walks up to his family holding his bow, no words, no nothing, just silence. He's holding her. He's holding his bow and just looking at his wife.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got chills. I can't.
Yeah, that's
I'm
it.
going to call in together. Guardians of the Galaxy.
We're getting
Those
at least
guys.
one. We're getting at least
And girl.
one death in the Guardians.
We got to get. Yeah, I think Drax.
Drax.
Yeah.
Drax.
If any of them, it's gonna be Drax.
Because he has
Drax?
no control.
Because
when he gets mad, he gets
he's
mad.
gonna be
and
wanting.
goes.
He's gonna be wanting revenge against Thanos, and he's gonna go. He's gonna go all Leroy Jenkins.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is,
Drax.
he's gonna be happy. Like, I feel like we're gonna get some words before he dies. He's gonna have like an elongated death, like Miranda Tate in The Dark Knight Rises. And so he's gonna have elongated death. He's gonna be happy because he's finally back with his wife and his daughter.
Yeah.
So he has not that he has no regard.
He
for
has
his
nothing
life.
to live for. He has nothing else
Right.
to live for.
Well, I mean,
So
he has his surrogate family, but he's still all about getting revenge against Thanos. So, I mean,
I'm gonna
he just
say
wants his
2.
revenge.
I'm going to say 2. I'm going to say Drax, and I'm going to say Groot.
No, I
You
feel
think-
like Rocket dies before Groot.
Rocket will die before Groot.
I was on the wild card because of animation with Rocket, but I think Groot.
Oh,
I think
no.
Groot's done. I want to see
Baby
Groot
made too
burn.
much. Baby Groot made too much money for
Disney to want to
I
I
kill
want
him
to see
off.
him burn.
yeah.
Well,
Rocket.
I'm a heartless. I want to see him. I want to see Thanos hold him up. Little immature Groot. I want to see him hold him up and go.
He's gonna be full grown, by the way.
we gotta remember,
He'll be
he's
full
not
grown
gonna
by
be-
he'll be full grown by Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Infinity War, he'll be back to the same size he was in Guardians 1.
Well, I want to
just-
see him die.
I just too much
Scarlet
money.
Witch
She dies.
Lives.
lives.
Uh,
Scarlet Witch lives. She's going to be a key to beating Thanos.
Yeah, you're right.
right.
Yeah.
And if
I just want to kill everybody
Fox ever
except Groot.
if Fox ever gets off their high horse, which they never will, but if they do, we could see Scarlet Witch and Magneto finally meet. So
Oh, please.
make us another timeline, Fox.
No.
Give us another timeline.
No, given Fox, for that to happen, an X-Men, Fox would have to sit on their hands and not make an X-Men movie within 5 years.
Hey,
Then
not
that
gonna
can happen.
That's not going to happen.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Lives.
He lives.
He lives just because they have a second homecoming planned.
Okay.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. Yeah, spoiler alert. I can't say Ant-Man. They already have an Ant-Man coming out.
Yeah. Ant-Man's
So
gonna
Doctor
live.
Strange.
Lives.
Oh, that was
Lives.
tough.
Lives. They're going to make
He
another
dies,
Doctor
I
Strange.
say-
but he lives.
I say
He
no,
dies, but he lives because he can control time.
I say he dies, but it's because other people were dying who he didn't want to die. He uses his stone of the Eye of Agamotto, turns back time, and then dies in the process. So he dies.
Josh.
Lives.
Lives. Okay.
I
It's
think-
Benedict.
Y'all
It's Benedict
might have to-
Cumberbatch.
yeah.
He's going to live.
He lives.
Y'all gonna have to help me out. Who are we missing? Captain Falcon. Falcon, does he live or die?
He lives. He's got to become the next.
He
Captain America.
lives.
He's
He's
gotta be the
gonna
next
live
Captain
to be by. He's gonna be by Bucky's side.
Dies.
Lives.
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Lives.
Black Panther.
Dies.
Dies.
God, Tim is killing everybody. Have you
I
said
know,
anybody
I did-
lives?
No. I did.
Yeah.
I said Falcon lives because he's got to be the next Captain America. Panther, I think dies.
I think we get more sustenance to his character in his movie, and then he goes off, fights the Infinity War, dies, and his predecessor becomes the King of Wakanda and the next Black Panther.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting to the big one. Do you think Tony Stark meets his demise?
No.
Yes. Just to see you cry, Kevin. Just to see you cry.
Tim, you're killing everybody, man.
Yeah. Everybody
Um,
dies. Everybody dies. Let's just go ahead and say it.
Tony
So
Stark
this is
lives.
gonna be an episode of Doctor Who.
Yeah. Stephen Moffat's the
are we
director
talking
for
about-
Infinity War.
Stephen Moffat got behind there, right? Stephen Moffat directed, and J.R. or whatever his name who
George
wrote. George R. Martin. He wrote it.
Yeah. Martin wrote
Um,
it, but Moffat's going to direct it.
So wait,
Everyone
are we talking
dies.
About are we talking
Everyone
about just the first part of Infinity War, or are we talking about both?
let's just
The first movie.
No,
We're talking
to
about
be
the first
completely
one?
honest though, I think Iron Man lives through this one. Just to be completely honest, I just want to say
I
he
think-
dies just to mess with
I
Kevin.
think he dies in the second one, but I don't think he dies in the first one. Not yet.
He won't die in the first one. He'll die. Yeah, I think by the time the second Infinity Wars comes around, RDJ will be done with Iron Man, and they could safely kill him.
Because
off.
after the second Infinity War, because Infinity War starts phase 4, and then or it's the final movie of phase 3, and then phase 4 starts, and then in phase 4. So after
Phase
that, they're going to be moving
3.
on.
When did I have that pulled up a moment ago?
Phase 3's first movie was Ant-Man, wasn't it?
So here's my theory. Okay, I waited on this just because Nick Fury will be in this movie and he will die.
He will die.
Tony Stark will live, and in the second movie, the second Infinity War movie, Tony Stark
They
will
swap
become
roles.
Nick Fury. He will take the Nick Fury role where he's not in combat, but he is leading.
He's retired.
He's basically retired. He
I
will
can see
lead
that
the new
happening.
Avengers. He will lead the new Avengers, and then, da 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 da. Do you remember the kid in Iron Man 3?
Yes.
He will not be a kid anymore.
He'll be the new Iron
He will
Man.
be a young man, and he will have gotten his inspiration from Tony Stark, and he will be the new Iron Man.
Now. Biggest question ever. There's no bigger question than the one I'm about to ask when it comes to the Avengers movies. Okay? No bigger question. Will we finally hear the words Avengers Assemble?
Yes.
Probably in Infinity
Yes,
War.
or no?
I think so.
Yes.
And
Biggest question.
Finally.
here's another question though: what will they do with Pepper Potts when Tony Stark?
She's done.
She's been
done.
Done.
Yeah.
Okay, I
She's done.
totally missed
Yeah,
that.
it's
I
they,
think
they
Gwyneth
were gonna
Paltrow's done.
they were gonna have her make a cameo in Civil War, but things didn't work out, which is why the part where it mentions Pepper Potts was going to be out there, and Tony has that when he gets backstage, they're
Moment.
apologizing. It's because Gwyneth couldn't make it to film her scenes, and so that's why they kind of added that part in there.
Okay.
Finally.
Because
Captain
Pepper is
America.
dead.
Captain America
Dies.
Yes.
Dies.
Dies.
Falcon takes over.
dies.
Falcon.
He's
he
done.
dies and Falcon takes
Dies.
over.
Bucky takes over.
Oh, Bucky.
Falcon's
yeah,
his right hand man.
But Bucky takes over, but for a short time, then Falcon takes over.
Bucky. I'm gonna say Bucky takes over. Look, let's just go ahead and be real. If people are watching, they can just whatever. Spoiler alert. he gets shot by a sniper in Civil War. He goes bang bang. I believe it was.
It was actually
Doesn't Cross?
It was supposed to be
Crossbones
Crossbones.
kill
It was supposed to be Crossbones, and it was actually like the comic right after all the Civil War stuff happened, and he's coming out of the courthouse from being I think he's coming out of prison for going against Tony, and as he's coming out, Crossbones shoots him in the head.
Yeah,
and down he falls.
Takes him out. So I think you'll see the shield become broken. I think you'll have a broken shield, and I think that Chris Evans' time he wants. Honestly, this is the send off that he should get if they're going to kill off Iron Man. It's the send off that I think that those actors should get. The same as what Hugh Jackman got. Good send off. I think that he's going to die. And it should be a good send off. And Chris Evans has always wanted to be behind the camera. And I hate it because Chris Evans is the perfect Captain America, but at the same time, he's devoted time to this character. He's made the character what it is,
and it's time to move on.
Yeah, it's time to move on because he, like Robert Downey Jr. He loves the character. You can tell, and I think that Chris Evans has enough respect for the character, for the Captain America character, that he just wouldn't want it to be another role and it just to get stale. I think he's a better person, better actor.
You've got to continue the story, and even in the comics, Steve Rogers dies.
Yeah, and he's not, he's not Hail Hydra like whatever the crap they're doing now. So
yeah.
I think Kevin froze.
MC Howard, but yeah, wrapping up with all that, we have Chris Evans or Captain America. We think he's dying. Tony Stark lives. Scarlet Witch. I think Tim said that she was dying.
We all said she lives.
Yeah. Who do y'all think is going to be the one to take down Thanos?
Nebula.
Who?
Nebula. She's the only one that can do it.
That's only because I know the comics.
Yeah.
I say Nebula because that's what happens in the comics. In the comics, it'll be her.
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? I just feel like I don't know. I don't know if we'll get that. I don't know if we'll get the comic ending. I think something's going to happen. I just feel like
Spider-Man does it.
Spider-Man shoots Thanos in the head with the webbing, and it makes Thanos go blind. Iron Man again blasting, and then Bucky Barnes takes the broken shield where Captain America is dead and stabs Thanos in the chest, and Thor comes down and hits it with his newly rebuilt hammer.
While Jax is running Leroy Jenkins with a bomb that Rocket made right into him.
And even better, Spider-Man shoots the Infinity Gauntlet with a web and just pulls it off of him. What's he without it?
He's still Thanos. He's still freaking Thanos. That's who he is.
Okay, but now the Avengers and everybody have the Infinity Gauntlet. Right?
It's the Infinity Gauntlet. Well, Thanos is the Mad Titan. Without the Gauntlet, he's nothing. Because the Gauntlet makes something. No, he's the Mad Titan. I mean, yeah, about the only one who go toe to toe with him at times is the Hulk, and he is feared for all that. But with a Gauntlet, he becomes a god. That Gauntlet gives him anything and everything he wants.
And could you imagine Spider-Man? Could you imagine Peter Parker with the Gauntlet?
Oh, shut up, Tommy.
He just shoot like webs of
shut up, Tommy.
The Dark World just webs of coming out. Hey. He could have.
Tommy's losing his mind over there.
He really
The web
is.
and time reverse. He has to shoot a clock with the web. Remember, it just shoots like an analog clock. Pew! Shoots a clock with the web. Time goes in reverse. How awesome would that be? Like,
Stop it. Take
for the
that.
love of
Mama.
God,
he can
please.
control people's souls with little spiders that just come out of his.
No.
This has been Tommy Holiday with Opinionated Geeks. That's Timothy Brownlee.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go ahead and say bye to Tommy. This is going to be his last episode.
We've said that 4 times now. We are 12 episodes in. We've said that 4 times.
Put the nail in the coffin.
No, what's going to happen? What's going to happen is Iron Man is going to try to make something to destroy Thanos, but it's going to try to destroy them, just like in Ultron.
So basic Iron Man over here.
Just basic Tony Stark. He's going to make something that's going to kill them. He's going to try to kill them all.
Anyway, well, that's all the time we have tonight. You've heard our predictions. We've talked about the MCU. I'm ignoring Tim and Tommy and all of them. Next week's show is lucky number 13, and we are going to stop it.
Talk about the Friday the 13th game. The new game that came out like a month ago that none of us have bought, even though we were all so excited for it. That's what we're going to talk about.
We're also going to talk about E3.
Yeah, we're actually
going to
not
talk
talking about the
E3.
Friday the 13th game.
We might. What do you say? What?
I don't want to talk about it. We haven't bought it. We're so hyped for it.
We're really excited about this. He's right.
And then none of us bought it. But no, we're talking E3 next week. Can't wait. We've had a couple weeks. We didn't want to just throw it out there. We all wanted to process what E3 had to offer. I'm so excited for The Last of Us 2.
Awesome game.
Y'all will find out next week what I'm excited for. And Tim, if you say it, if you're excited for it too, I'm going to chop you off.
You told us in the pre-show, so we know.
Yeah.
I know.
We know it's we didn't know.
You've already given out one secret this podcast.
Tim did.
It's My Little Pony.
Yeah.
So
it's My Little Pony. My Little Pony, man. You gotta hey.
So anyway, we are the Opinionated Geeks. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that little ding dong bell in the thing where you can get our things and you can see all the things. Yeah. So
good job.
Get to see the things.
I didn't have to say it this time.
I know, right? So that is us signing off. You guys have a good night.